The year was 1992. The world had never seen a basketball team like this. The United States sent its best NBA players to the Olympics for the first time. This was the Dream Team. They were a team of superstars. They dominated the court and amazed fans everywhere. The Dream Team was more than just a team. They were a global phenomenon. People who didn't even care about basketball knew their names. Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, Larry Bird. These were legends of the game. They were about to show the world a new level of basketball. The Dream Team's impact went beyond the court. They inspired millions of people around the world. They showed that with teamwork and dedication, anything is possible. This is the story of how the Dream Team captured the world's imagination. They left a lasting legacy on basketball and beyond. The Dream Team didn't happen overnight. It was a journey marked by a significant turning point in the history of American basketball. It was born from disappointment and a realization that change was necessary. In the 1988 Olympics, the U.S. men's basketball team suffered a shocking defeat. This was a moment that no one saw coming. They lost to the Soviet Union in the semifinals, a loss that sent shockwaves through the basketball community. The U.S. team was made up of college players, young and talented but lacking the experience needed for such high-stakes competition. The Soviet team, on the other hand, had more experienced players who had been through the rigors of international play. This loss was a wake-up call for American basketball, a stark reminder that the world was evolving. It showed that the rest of the world was catching up, and the dominance of American basketball was no longer guaranteed. The U.S. could no longer rely on college players to win gold. The competition was too fierce and the stakes were too high. They needed their best players on the court, the stars of the NBA who could bring their experience and skill to the international stage. The loss also sparked a debate, a conversation that would change the course of Olympic basketball. Should NBA players be allowed to compete in the Olympics? This question divided opinions but also united many in the belief that change was necessary. Many people believed it was time. The Olympics deserved the best players in the world and the fans wanted to see the best compete. They argued that the Olympics deserved the best players in the world, and that included the stars of the NBA. The debate was settled in 1989. After much discussion and consideration, a decision was made. FIBA, basketball's governing body, changed its rules. This was a monumental shift in the landscape of international basketball. Professional players were finally allowed to compete in the Olympics, opening the door for a new era of competition. This paved the way for the Dream Team, a team that would go on to dominate the 1992 Olympics and redefine what was possible in the sport. With NBA players now eligible, the U.S. had a clear goal: build the greatest basketball team ever assembled. The selection committee faced a tough task. The NBA was brimming with talent. They had to choose the best of the best. The committee started with the biggest names in the game. Magic Johnson and Larry Bird were automatic choices. They were global icons and fierce rivals. Joining them was Michael Jordan, the NBA's reigning MVP. The team also needed a strong supporting cast. Charles Barkley, Karl Malone, and David Robinson brought power and athleticism. John Stockton provided his exceptional passing skills. Scottie Pippen, Chris Mullin, and Clyde Drexler added versatility and scoring. Patrick Ewing rounded out the roster with his dominance in the paint. The Dream Team was complete. It was a roster filled with future Hall of Famers. Basketball fans around the world eagerly awaited their debut. The Dream Team was a showcase of basketball talent, a collection of the greatest players to ever grace the court. Each member brought something unique to the table, creating a synergy that was unmatched. Each player possessed unique skills and strengths, making the team a well-rounded powerhouse. Their individual talents combined to form a cohesive unit that was nearly impossible to defeat. Michael Jordan was known for his incredible scoring ability and competitive fire. His presence on the court was electrifying, and he could change the course of a game in an instant with his sheer will and determination. Magic Johnson was the ultimate floor general, orchestrating the offense with his dazzling passes. His vision and creativity made him a nightmare for defenses, and he had an uncanny ability to make his teammates better. Larry Bird brought his deadly shooting and basketball IQ to the team. His ability to read the game and make smart decisions under pressure was invaluable, and his clutch performances were legendary. Charles Barkley was a force of nature, using his strength and agility to dominate the paint. His relentless energy and physicality made him a formidable opponent. and he was always a threat on both ends of the court. Karl Malone was a scoring machine, known for his powerful dunks and consistent scoring ability. His work ethic and determination were second to none, and he could always be counted on to deliver in crucial moments. David Robinson was a defensive anchor, protecting the rim with his shot-blocking skills. His presence in the paint deterred opponents from driving to the basket, and his defensive prowess was a key component of the team's success. John Stockton was a master of the pick and roll, feeding his teammates with pinpoint passes. His precision and court awareness were unparalleled, and he had an innate ability to find the open man. Scottie Pippen was a versatile defender and slasher. His athleticism and defensive skills allowed him to guard multiple positions, and his ability to drive to the basket added another dimension to the team's offense. Chris Mullin and Clyde Drexler provided scoring punch off the bench. Their ability to come in and make an immediate impact kept the team's momentum going strong, ensuring there was no drop-off in performance. Patrick Ewing was a dominant center, controlling the paint with his size and strength. His presence on the court was intimidating, and he was a key figure in both the team's offense and defense. Together, these players formed an unstoppable force. Their chemistry and mutual respect for each other's talents made them a cohesive unit that played beautiful, unselfish basketball. They were ready to take on the world, and their dominance on the court was a testament to their hard work, dedication, and unparalleled skill. The Dream Team was not just a collection of great players, but a symbol of basketball excellence. Section 5, Global Domination: The Dream Team's Unstoppable Run. The 1992 Olympics were held in the vibrant city of Barcelona, Spain, a place known for its rich culture and history. The world was about to witness basketball history in the making, an event that would be remembered for generations. From the moment the Dream Team stepped on the court, their dominance was clear. Their presence was electrifying, and their skill unmatched. They easily won all of their games in the preliminary round, showcasing their superior talent and teamwork. They were simply too talented, too skilled, and too experienced for their opponents. Opposing teams were starstruck, often finding themselves in awe of the legends they were up against. For many it was a surreal experience playing against their idols, the very players they had looked up to for years. The Dream Team's games became must-see events, drawing massive crowds and generating unprecedented excitement. Fans filled the arenas to catch a glimpse of these basketball legends, creating an atmosphere that was electric and unforgettable. The Dream Team's dominance continued throughout the knockout stage, where they faced increasingly tough competition, but never wavered. They cruised to the gold medal game, where they faced Croatia, a team that had also shown great skill and determination. Despite Croatia's best efforts, the Croatian team was no match for the Americans, who played with precision and flair. The Dream Team won the gold medal with a score of 117-85, a testament to their unparalleled prowess on the court. The Dream Team's average margin of victory was an astounding 44 points, highlighting their sheer dominance in every game they played. They had captivated the world with their skill, sportsmanship, and the joy they brought to the game, leaving an indelible mark on the history of basketball. Section 6, Beyond the Court: Spreading Basketball Fever Worldwide. The Dream Team's impact extended far beyond the basketball court. They were global ambassadors for the sport. Their popularity transcended borders and languages. Wherever they went, they drew huge crowds. Fans lined up for hours to get autographs and pictures. The Dream Team's games were broadcast worldwide. People who had never seen basketball before were instantly hooked. The team's style of play was fast-paced and exciting. It was filled with highlight reel dunks and no-look passes. The Dream Team inspired a new generation of basketball fans and players. They showed the world that basketball was a global game. It was a game for everyone. Section 7, A Lasting Legacy: The Dream Team's Impact on the Game. The Dream Team left an indelible mark on basketball. Their legacy continues to be felt today. One of their biggest impacts was the globalization of basketball. The NBA became a truly international league. More international players entered the NBA. They brought their unique skills and styles of play. The league became more competitive and exciting. The Dream Team also inspired a generation of young players in the United States. These players grew up watching Jordan, Johnson, and Bird. They wanted to be like their heroes. The level of play in the NBA skyrocketed. Players were bigger, faster, and more skilled than ever before. Section 8. Inspiring a new generation international players rise to the challenge. The Dream Team's dominance in 1992 served as a wake-up call for the rest of the world. International teams realized they needed to step up their game. They invested in youth development programs. They hired experienced coaches. They studied the American style of play. Slowly but surely, international teams began to close the gap. They started to challenge the United States on the world stage. In 2004, Argentina defeated the United States in the Olympics. It was the first time since 1992 that the US had failed to win gold. The international game continued to grow stronger. Players like Dirk Nowitzki, Pau Gasol, and Tony Parker became NBA superstars. Section 9. The Dream Lives On. A timeless story of talent and teamwork. The 1992 Dream Team was a unique moment in sports history. They were a team of legends who came together to achieve a common goal. Their dominance on the court was awe-inspiring. Their impact on the game was immeasurable. But more than anything, the Dream Team taught us about the power of teamwork. They showed that when talented individuals come together with a shared purpose, anything is possible. The Dream Team's story is a timeless one. It's a story that will continue to inspire generations of fans and players for years to come. The Dream Team's legacy lives on, not just in the record books, but in the hearts and minds of basketball fans around the world.